Hello, and welcome back to the next episode in our Kingdom Come Deliverance campaign, playing as Henry of Skalitz. In the last episode, we finished up our training with Captain Bernard, and we showed that arrogant Lord Sir Hans Capon a thing or two about both archery and sword fighting. He certainly wasn't expecting a peasant like us to trounce him as soundly as we did, but he was overall not a bad sport about it. He gave us his hunting bow, a fine hunting bow, which we won in our wager with Lord Capon, although at the moment we're unable to use it effectively because we don't have the minimum strength and agility requirements satisfied. But we'll hang on to it because it's a pretty good bow. It has 54 power, which is quite a bit better than the villager's ash bow that we currently have. So we'll keep it for the time being, and hopefully we'll be able to get our strength and agility up so that we can actually use it effectively. But anyway, we've finished our training with Captain Bernard, and we now have to make ourselves known to the bailiff. Reporting to him is what Sir Radzig wanted us to do after we finished our training with Bernard. So we'll head over to the bailiff, although we might do that tomorrow. It's already a little bit late in the day. We're approaching 5 p.m. So I think what we'll do is finish up the day, go back to the mill, have a good night's rest, and then report to the bailiff in the morning. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan to me. So what we could do in the interim is we could go and check out the Rat-Eye tourney. Obviously, we didn't sign up for the tournament, given that we've only just arrived in town. We haven't yet had any meaningful training or combat experience, so there's not much point in getting destroyed in a tournament and become the laughing stock of Rat-Eye. So we didn't sign up to the tournament, but that's okay. The tournament will run, I think, every week. So we can always come back and do the tournament later when we've got a bit more combat experience and practice under our belt. But we can always go and have a look at it and see how the other contestants are coming along and just generally check it out. So that's over there in the upper castle of Ratai. So Radzig is down here in Perkstein, the lower castle, and Lord Hanush and Sir Hans Capon are up in this upper castle. I don't know what the name of the upper castle is, but it's the main castle for Ratai. We're just over here, having finished our training in the little combat arena, which is here. I think it's shown by this on the map, but it's roughly about there. So yeah, we'll head over that bridge and go and have a look at the tourney. And then after we do that, we will go back to the mill down here and have a good night's rest. I don't know why I was looking at the quest map. I should have looked at the main map, but yes, as we can see here. So we'll go back down to the mill after that. And then we'll make our way to the bailiff and report in. Now, given we finished our training with Bernard, we may as well take our armor off. We don't need it when we're walking around town and that sort of thing. So we'll just take all of this stuff off and just walk around in our, we'll call it our charisma set for the moment. It leaves us with 12 charisma, which isn't bad, but our sort of day-to-day clothes, including this warhorse gambeson, because it's quite nice. So let's have a look, and let's say hello to Mutt as well. Can I give him food? I don't know if I have any food. Let's just praise him. That's a good boy. I should try to give him something to eat. Maybe on our way to the mill we'll stop in at the butcher and get Mutt something to eat. Let's do that, in fact, because I don't have any... Yeah, I don't have any food for him. So we'll stop in at the butcher on the way back. Oh, and look who it is. Sir Hans Capon himself. Ignoring me, are you, eh? You want another round? You want some more? You're looking a little beaten and battered there, Hans. Did something happen? No, okay. He's being a good sport, I suppose. I'll let him go. Keep walking. Arrogant git. But he got his comeuppance, I suppose. He learned the harsh lesson that blood and lineage isn't everything. And there's always the possibility that some low-born peasant, son of a blacksmith, will come and show you what for. So here we are at the combat arena. Looks like there's a bout going on at the moment. Ooh, some good strikes. Who do we have here? Black Peter, and ooh, we got a good hit on him there. Who's he up against? I don't know who that other guy is. Apprentice Zidyanek. Ooh, I should stay back. I might catch a stray sword to the head. That was a nice parry and attack there. I think Black Peter seems to be winning. We've got some hired hands watching. Milan is here watching. Michael of Janovitz. I guess this guy is a contestant who was knocked out. 2 other townsfolk. Nice strikes. They're really battering each other. But I think Black Peter's got the upper hand. Guardsman Coleman. Wolfram Pruders here, the merchant. Pavel Roebuck. I guess another contestant. Another townsman. Hired hand. Stephen of Dvorets. And another townsman. Okay, very cool. And these ladies have just had enough. They're just some villagers having something to eat. Can we speak to them? They have anything to say?
Good day. What do you want?
Not interested in the tournament, love?
Goodbye.
You don't have anything to say. We've got the Herald here. Bollocks. Oh, the apprentice Zdenek is coming back. They're really going after each other, though. Does anyone watching have any comments if I speak to the hired hand here?
Good day to you. What do you need?
No, you don't have anything to say. Can't speak to these guys. What about Wolfram Pruder?
Jesus Christ be praised.
No, you don't have anything to say either. It's a nice horse over here. Bernard's horse. Ah, Captain Bernard. What about the townsfolk? Maybe they have some comments. No, no comments. Okay. Alright, well, I think they're going to be going for a little bit longer. It's a pretty long bout. Their armor looks like it's getting shredded. They'll need some heavy repairs after this. That is Lord Hanish's horse. Okay. Ooh, good strikes. Well, this is rather thrilling. A lot of excitement. Nice stance and strike, really good. Black Peter looks quite formidable. Okay. Well, let's go get Mutt some food at the butcher. We'll head down this way. Ah, there's the archery range where we trounced Sir Hans. We've got a little chapel here. Pay indulgence, 264 groschen. I don't know what that's for. I guess to cleanse me of my sins. Do I have any sins? I don't think I do. I've committed some crime, I suppose. Yeah, I've stolen some goods. But who, I mean, didn't have much choice in the matter. We have the grindstone over here, and I saw someone... Oh, who do we have here? The blacksmith. Hello.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm something of a blacksmith myself. And you've got some weapons and shields. Common shield. Cooper's axe. Okay. Bunch of arrows. You've got the robber's sword, which is a longsword, a rusty longsword someone's granddad once brought back from his world roaming. There's nothing exceptional about it except its age and universal use, plus the fact that it's quite likely to fall to pieces in your hand. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't really have a longsword, so it would be good to get a longsword, but I've only got 100 groschen, so not enough to buy even the worst longsword. And you've got a bit of armor and some horseshoes. Okay. And sharp as a knife, an instructive book on maintenance. But unfortunately, I cannot read. So, I'll have to leave that one there. And who's this fellow? Must be an Oblivion NPC. He's leveling his athletics. Walking into the wall there. It's funny how sometimes the game decides you need a loading screen. Sometimes quite a long loading screen. Even though you're not moving and nothing's changing. Oh, and it decided no, I can't talk to him. Probably because he's in this corner. Let's try again.
Good day to you.
There we go, worked this time. About retire. Yeah, you've got nothing to say. Okay, so he's the blacksmith's apprentice. Guess we can clean ourselves in the trough. Alright, let's head on down. Oops, didn't mean to shadow box the dog there. But we'll head on down to the butcher. Is that Capon's horse? I believe it is. It is Capon's horse. Is he at the inn here? He is. Good sir, why don't we have a drink? Come to drown your sorrows after your defeat at my hands? Alright, I'll leave you alone. You look unhappy, and I don't want to start something unnecessary. Let's leave him to his drink. We'll go to the butcher, which I believe is down on the right, if I recall correctly. We'll see what we can get Mutt to eat, given he must be starving. He hasn't eaten since Skalitz, probably. Oh, I guess the miller was feeding him, so he hasn't eaten since he started following us, I guess, so we'll have to rectify that. Is the butcher closed? I know they're open. Good. And we have failed to win the tourney. I didn't realize we were competing in the tourney, but that's okay. The quest will start again next week, and we'll have another opportunity to compete.
What do you want?
That's a bit rude. Let's talk trade. I would like to buy the cheapest meat you have. Can I feed him raw food? Probably not a good idea to feed him raw food. I suppose I could buy it and cook it and then feed it to him, and that would probably save me the most amount of money. Because the dried meat is quite expensive. Lightly salted dried meat is durable and nutritious, the best thing to take on long marches. So maybe I'll just buy the chicken, and then I can cook it over the fire and feed it to Mutt. And let's haggle. Why not?
I'd like to discuss the price.
It's expensive chicken.
Sure, why not?
How about 3.2 groschen?
Are we agreed?
You're a right pinch purse.
I am. But do we have a deal? No. What about 3.5?
All right, sir.
Okay, good. Nice. Alright. So we have our chicken. Now we just need...
A poor wretch. Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
They did. I can't donate gold to these guys, can I? No. I'll just interrogate them about what actually happened. Okay. Let's head back down to the mill. And I think there's some campfires on the way that we can use to cook up this meat. Townswoman. Tonda. There you go, there's a camp here. Campfire here, rather. Yes, we will cook the chicken. Oh, we cooked all three at once. That's convenient. So we have 3 cooked chicken. 16 nourishment there. And it will stay fresh for 2 days, so I can feed Mutt wherever he is. There he is. I can feed him once now. And I can feed him tomorrow, probably twice. Once in the morning, once in the evening.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Who doesn't love chicken? Here you go, have some cooked chicken, Mutt. Oh, it's a big chicken too, it's the whole thing. Eat up, boy. Bones and all.
Sigismund took everything I had, the godless beast. Have some compassion.
Those poor refugees. God. Okay. Actually, I wonder if Yannick and the other chap have anything to say. Let's see if we can find them. They're usually around this, the lower castle here. I think it was Yannick and Yaroslav. That looks like it might be one of them. Yaroslav. I think he's the
Good day
talkative
to you.
one. I think
What do
Yannick
you
was never as talkative. Okay, looks like
Take care
nothing
now.
new to say there. Alright. Well, let's go back down to the mill. What's the time? Past 6 now. It is getting late. I need to find a source of belladonna nearby somewhere. I know there's some belladonna around. I just can't remember where it is. I'm sure we'll stumble across some in our travels. Is it a bit late to go exploring? Because we haven't explored anywhere down here. We've explored down there and found all those fishing spots. I guess we'll just go back to the mill. Day in the life of the son of a blacksmith turned squire, I guess. Or soldier. Not quite soldier. More closer to a squire. Well, almost. We still have to report to the bailiff and do all of that before I think Radzig will actually give us anything important to do. Hello, Teresa.
Greetings, Henry.
Greetings to you as well. You don't have anything new to say. What about Miller Peshek?
God save you.
And you as well, Goodman. So we could bet on the tourney, but the tourney's over, right?
I'm interested in betting on the tourney.
Of course you are.
What can I bet on?
Let's keep it simple. You can bet on yourself to win the whole tournament. If you reckon you're up to it. Not everyone's got what it takes. If you lose, you forfeit your wager. But if you win, you'll get double back from me, on top of the prize money from Sir Hanush. That's a fair wager, ain't it? What do you say?
Bet on myself. No, I won't take that now, but...
Nah, I don't fancy it.
Tournament's over anyway. You've got training there, and we can try pickpocketing again. That's fine. Alright, let's wash up. And I guess we'll... I don't know, I guess we'll go to bed. There's not too much else to do. Do we have anything in our inventory? I guess we can put the bow into our chest because we won't use it. We can drop one of the torches off as well. Everything else we'll hang on to. We do need to go and deliver this ring to the bloke at Kohelnitz. We could do that tomorrow. We could do that now. It'll be a bit dark by the time we get back though. I don't want to travel out so late. Let's stow the bow in there and the second spare torch. Everything else we'll hang on to. Yeah, okay. And is there anything in here that I want to take? Probably not. I don't think so. We've got plenty of lockpicks, right? Yeah, we've got 5. It's more than enough. So if we sleep now, can we sleep until morning? Or are we going to oversleep? So we've still got a fair bit of energy. Oh no, we can sleep till whatever time we want. Alright, well let's just sleep till morning then. Till first light. And then we'll just have something to eat. Alright. Time to get up. Bright and early, starting a new day after a good, long night's rest. It's very early in the morning. Teresa's still fast asleep by the looks of it.
No, let me sleep.
Alright, well, we'll leave her be. But yes, we need to head back into the town of Ratai to report to the bailiff. It's going to be our first day on the job, now that we've finished our training with Captain Bernard. So we need to make sure we go and speak to him nice and early. We don't want to be late on our first day. After all, we need to make a good impression on the bailiff so that he speaks favourably of us to Sir Radzig. Let's have a bite to eat. A little bit of stew in the morning to start off. And we'll head out. But first, let's check, make sure I don't need anything from the chest. I think we're all good. Don't need any of that yet, but we should put any stolen goods we have in the chest. So these 2 Saviour Schnapps that we took from the executioner, we'll pop these in the chest. just in case any of the guards get suspicious of us and want to search us or something. We don't want to have any stolen goods on our person, so we'll leave them in the chest there, and the stolen flag will eventually drop off after a few days, and then we can take them back and use them. But let's head out and start our day. We'll close the door so poor Teresa doesn't get any cold drafts or noise coming in. We'll let her sleep in. Alright, we don't need to wash in the trough. Let's say hello to Mutt. Hello, boy. Good morning.
The good doggy.
Yeah, good dog.
That's my boy.
And we've got something for you to eat, Mutt. A little
Look
bit
what
of
I've got for
food in the morning for you. Bit
You'll
of
love
breakfast.
this.
We have another whole chicken just for you. So chow down, boy, and enjoy. And in fact, maybe even we should eat that other chicken. We have 69 nourishment at the moment, 95 energy. If we eat the chicken, we'll get 16 more nourishment. We'll lose 12 energy, but that's okay. We've got plenty of energy, having just had a full night's rest. So let's go ahead and eat that. Otherwise, it'll eventually go rotten anyway, and we wouldn't be able to use it. So may as well get some use out of it now. So now we've got 85 nourishment, plenty of food, and we are ready to head into town. Oh, we got a new level in Houndmaster as well for feeding Mutt. Excellent. Let's head back into Retire. We'll go and report to the bailiff. Of course, it's very early in the morning, just approaching 7 AM now, so he's probably still asleep, as I imagine most of the townsfolk are. Maybe some of them are just now getting up and having a bite to eat and getting ready for their, daily work. But the bailiff, I'm sure, given his position in the town, he probably doesn't start work until later in the morning, perhaps. So maybe he's still asleep. But in any event, we'll head into town. Should we launder our clothes at the bathhouse? I mean, they're reasonably clean. I don't think we need to launder them. It's a little bit expensive as well. We've only got, how much do we have? About 100 groschen, which is a decent amount, but if we spend 10 groschen on getting a bath and having our clothes laundered, that's 10% of our assets at the moment, or at least our liquid assets, so probably not the brightest idea. So we'll skip that, I think. Washing in the trough will do just fine. Have another little bit of stew from the pot there, and then we'll make our way up into town. So I'm not too sure what time the bailiff will be at his desk and working, but we obviously wouldn't want to bug him while he's still waking up in the morning, and certainly don't want to interrupt his sleep. So we'll kill time for a little bit, and then we'll go and speak to the bailiff at maybe 8 o'clock or 8:30, something like that. Love the look of the forest. Just every time I look at them, it makes me want to go and explore, see what's buried in those dense woods. Excellent. Alright, let's head into town here. Guards are on duty. Morning, Goodman. Can have a bit more from that pot. Which brings us up to 94 nourishment, which is perfect. We have a very full belly, but not overfilled. Plenty of energy for the day to come. Can we eat from this pot? No, can't eat from that pot. Hello, Rock.
Oh, leave me be. I want to sleep.
I'm sure you do. I'll let you be. Even though the sun is pretty much up now, so most people are starting their day. Got Vincent over here.
Leave me be.
And Baron.
Sod off.
And a beggar.
No, clear off. Let me sleep.
Alright, I'll let you sleep. I was going to give you a groschen. I wasn't actually. It would be nice if I could. I would like to be able to give the beggars some money. But it doesn't look like I can. How are we doing for time? Coming up to 20 past 7 at the moment, so we've got a little bit more time to kill. Let's go check out the church. We'll have a look inside the church, maybe say our morning prayer. Hello, Goodman. Goodman Guard. We have a house over here. I don't know whose house this is. It's locked. I presume it must be the parish priest or Maybe the grave digger or something. Grave digger, groundskeeper, whatever they call them. Anyway, what do we have here? Oh, skulls. Okay. Skulls and bones. So I think that is an ossuary, which were common in the Middle Ages, but they've since gone out of fashion in the modern age. But interesting, we have a nice little pillar here, and then a bunch of graves. Alright, let's head inside the church. Dab some holy water on ourselves. Lovely mural here of Adam and Eve eating the apples, and I think that's the snake that speaks, of course, on the tree in the Garden of Eden there. Looking a little emaciated, Adam and Eve, so I guess they need the apples. But lovely attention to detail, a really faithful recreation of a church in this time period. Some beautiful murals. And we've got the coat of arms of the Lords of Lipa, and I don't know what this one is, but I think that one is either the town of Retail or the Lords of Lipa. And then over here it looks like the devil is eating people. That's a great piece there.
Beneath thy mercy we take refuge, O Blessed Virgin. Disdain not our supplications in our distress, but deliver us from perils, only pure and blessed one.
So Agnes is saying some prayers.
Good day. What do you want?
Nothing in particular, just admiring your prayers, good lady. We have the pulpit over here from where the priest will give mass and speak his sermon. And indeed the parish priest is just over here. Does he have anything to say? No.
God be with you.
Up near the altar. Beautiful altar. Lovely dome here. I guess this is where the chalice is kept, in that little box there. I don't know what the technical term is. What's in here? It's an empty room. I guess that's where the priest gets ready before mass. What about in here? Got some stairs. Looks like this goes up to the belfry, maybe? The steeple? I think there is a bell up here, but I can't see it. Can we go? No, that door's locked and there's no more stairs. I guess we can't go up there. We'll head back down. Carefully, of course. As we know, Henry's a little clumsy when it comes to stairs. Wouldn't want to stub our toe or twist our ankle. Excellent. There's no pews in the main area here. I think that's intentional. I believe in the time period that we're in at the moment, you had to stand at Mass. You couldn't sit. I think it was to do with piety or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. This is cool. Looks like this might be a grave or something. It's got the coat of arms on it here. Same one as over there. Interesting. Anyway, it's just past 8, so maybe let's head over to the bailiff now. I just want to have a look up here. Okay, so there's nothing up here. This just looks over the congregation. Interesting. Maybe the choir goes up there. Get good acoustics or something. I don't know. Beggar Jane is out in front of the church. But we'll head over to the rat house. The bailiff should be in here, theoretically. Wash ourselves in that trough. He may or may not have started work yet. I guess we'll find out. We'll head up this way. I think he's up here from memory. Yeah, there he is, at his desk. Morning, bailiff. I'm here, reporting for duty under the orders of Sir Radzig, ready to join your service.
God be with you.
And with you, Goodman. I'm ready to join your service at a moment's ask.
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed?
Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
Oh, well, you can rely on me.
You can count on me, bailiff.
You're certainly bold. I like that. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
I have, and Sir Hans challenged me to hand-to-hand combat.
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, bailiff.
Excellent. So we get 70 groschen, which presumably is our pay for the day. So that's good. Alright, well, we've reported to the bailiff. We have to go and meet Nightingale between 11 AM and 7 PM to join him on patrol. He'll be waiting for us by the church in the afternoon. But before we do that, as a guard in the service of the bailiff, we can't go unarmed, so we should go to the armory and pick up the necessary equipment. Pick up our kit in the lower room of the armory. So that is over here. Excellent, okay. And then we'll have to go and meet Nightingale near the church there. So I guess we can go pick up our kit now. We probably still have a bit of time to kill before we can go and meet Nightingale, but that's fine. Cool, alright. 70 groschen was nice, that was unexpected, but certainly not going to say no to it. Interesting that he gave us the pay before our patrol rather than after, but I guess he trusts us, given that we were appointed to him by Sir Radzig. So, what's the time? Not even 9 o'clock yet, so we've got a bit of time. Cool. Well, let's go get our gear, I suppose, first things first. And then we'll figure out how to kill time for a little bit until we need to meet Nightingale over by the church. Looks like everyone's kind of up and about now. The grocer and the baker are at their stalls selling their wares. Same with the general trader over there. I'm sure the armor smith, the tailor, and the swordsmith are also up and about and have opened their doors. Everyone's out begging, so daily life is going about its business. Okay, so I believe the armory should be to our right. So we'll cut through the inn over here maybe, and then head over to the armory. Is that Capon? It is Capon. Hello, Hans. What are you doing here? Looks like you've tended to your wounds. Your face is looking better. Drowning your sorrows. A little bit early though, mate. Or maybe he's still going from the night before. You never know with Hans. He's a bit of a scallywag. Anyway, we'll leave him be. Don't want to annoy him too much. Like the bailiff said, noblemen can be quick to anger. Don't want to get on his bad side. Plus he probably has it out for us after we gave him a good trouncing the other day and he had to give us his bow, which he bet. So this should be the armory over here. Nice big tower. Lots of guards milling about, coming and going, presumably getting their equipment or storing it if they've finished their shifts. So that's interesting. Anyway, let's head inside. Hello?
If you're after something here, tell me.
I am, but I'm just having a look around. We've got some chests, all locked. We've got some arrows. Okay, everything's locked.
Someone send you here for something?
They did indeed, Goodman.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
Name?
Henry.
And? In fealty to?
Sir Radzig Kobyla?
Yes, I've got you. Well, come on in then. Make yourself at home, Henry. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all?
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I mean equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
Fair enough. Alright, well we got light padded armor, a common bassinet, a padded coif, and a bludgeon. Very good. Alright, so that's our assigned equipment, which presumably we get to keep. They didn't say it was on loan or anything, so I'm just going to hang on to it. But I don't think we need it, to be honest. We've already got a bassinet, so we can sell one of them. The bassinet is a popular type of open helmet with low sides that cover the ears and part of the neck. It is often fitted with a chainmail aventail covering the back of the neck and a visor. So that's fine. And then we've got this light padded armor. The gambeson is a padded quilted jacket. It provides some protection in combat and can be combined with mail or plate armor. So this one gives us defense stats against stab, slash, and blunt of 2, 3, and 5, respectively. Whereas our warhorse gambeson, even though it's a little bit damaged, gives us 2, 4, and 8 defense against stab, slash, and blunt. So we don't need this one. Basically, we can sell this light padded armor. And indeed, the same applies for this padded coif, which gives us defense stats of 1, 2, and 3, but the padded black one, even though it's only at 23% condition, gives us 3, 5, and 9, and you can see the condition is reducing those by a bit, but it's still better than the padded coif. So we can get rid of the padded coif, the light padded armor, and one of the bassinets. So maybe we head back down to the armor smith, and we'll sell this stuff to him. Passing by the cobbler's shop here. But yeah, let's head down. Is that another townsfolk? Do you have anything to say?
Good day to you.
Good day to you, Goodman. No, you don't have anything to say. May the Lord watch over you as well. Alright, well, let's head down to the armor smith then. Who's this? Milan. Ah, you're that fellow who's been arranging brawls between the Skalitz refugees so that folk can bet on the winner. I need to speak to him at some point and partake in those brawls, but maybe not a good idea to do that right after I've entered the bailiff service and on my first day on the job. Don't want to be late to meeting with Nightingale. Like I said earlier, I need to make a good impression. But okay, cool. Alright, let's head down to the armor smith. And we'll sell that stuff. That'll burn a bit more time. Getting close to 10 AM now, which is pretty good.
Just this morning. Bread.
We have to meet Nightingale at 11. Oh, well, around 11. I don't think he'd mind if we're a few minutes late. Hello, Goodman. Goodman Armor Smith.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I need to sell some stuff, but I don't know which bassinet to sell, actually. Aha, so I've got two. One's on 99 condition, the other's on 100. Well, I may as well sell the one that's on 99 condition, and it's a bit dirty. So, let's do that. Let's talk trade. And I will sell you the bassinet, the light padded armor, and the padded coif, which will get me 37.4 groschen, but I reckon we can haggle with him a little bit.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Let's see if we can get him down. Let's say 44.
Satisfied?
It's not worth it to me.
Okay. What about 41?
See now.
Yeah.
I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Didn't really want to push it more than that. Cool. Alright, so we can take that helmet off for now. We'll equip that later. So we've got the helmet there, the Waffenrock there, hunter's gloves there, the jerkin there, the mail collar there, powder coif there, plate cutters there, the hose. Oh, and the van braces take the same slot, so we don't need the plate cutters. They're a piece of armor that protects the elbow, one of the most sensitive parts of the combatant's anatomy. Can be afforded even by less well-off warriors. Gives us 442 defense and 4 charisma, whereas the van braces give 10, 4 defense and 8 charisma, so definitely the better item. So we'll sell off the plate cutters as well. That'll save 2 weight. May as well sell it to the armor smith, given that we're here already. There you go, you can have those. And yeah, let's haggle with him as well.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
I'll sell it for 13.5.
What do you say to this?
Less.
I don't think he'll go for 12 and a half. We'll just take it for 12.
I'll go for that.
Well, sell it for 12, I should say. Cool, alright. That's our trading done. Still got a little bit of time to burn. Maybe we go to the apothecary and do a little bit of alchemy. Maybe we can brew some savior schnapps. Let's speak to the apothecary.
My respects to you.
And to you, Goodman. Let's talk training in alchemy.
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
I must warn you, I'm a bit of a beginner.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
60. That's a bit dear. Even if I haggle it, I at most would get it down to 50. I think we'll pass on that. Maybe another time. What do you have to trade? How much does it cost to get savior schnapps? 236 groschen. That's crazy. Got a bunch of other potions. And some ingredients. And a bunch of recipes, but of course I can't read yet, so that's not going to help me. Importantly, you sell belladonna. Now I know that you need 2 belladonna and 1 nettle to craft savior schnapps. So why don't we buy 4 belladonna? I'm pretty sure I've already got 2. That'll cost me 30 groschen, just under. But we'll haggle that down a bit. I think that's good. Let's haggle with him for that.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
Let's see if he'll go for, 23.
Is this enough?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
Okay. 25?
Aye, that would do it.
Nice. Wasn't sure about that one. Cool, so we've got 6 belladonna. So we should be able to craft some savior schnapps. Now, if I recall correctly, there is an alchemy bench, yes, behind the apothecary. So around the corner here. Some more nettle over here if we need to restock for any reason. But I think we've got enough. We've got 5 on us, I think, right? Yeah, 5 nettle. That's plenty. Yes, here it is, the alchemy bench. Looks like we've got everything set up for us. I don't think the apothecary will mind us using it. I mean, he's locked this door, but that's because it goes into his shop behind the counter. But this one he left open, so I think we're fine to use it. Alright, so let's start alchemy. We've got the savior schnapps recipe here, but of course we can't read. So all the words, or the letters I should say, are jumbled. But anyway, we know it needs wine, 1 nettle and 2 belladonna. And deciphering this, it says prepare wine with 2 handfuls of belladonna and 1 of nettle. Boil the nettle for 2 turns, grind the belladonna, drop in the belladonna, and boil for 1 more turn. Now we could do that, but if you follow the recipes precisely, you'll at most brew maybe 1 or 2 savior schnapps. I have a way that typically brews 3 at a time, and it's pretty efficient in terms of time. So we'll do that. We'll prepare the belladonna and the nettle first. We'll put the wine into the cauldron. And we'll put our nettle into the wine. And now we need to prepare our belladonna. So we have to grind up 2 handfuls, so we'll put it straight into the mortar. And then we'll grind that up. Now you can do this grinding step while the nettle is boiling, but just so I don't muck it up, I'll do it separately. But if you do it while the nettle is boiling, you'll save a bit of time. We'll pop it in there. Alright, and now we boil the nettle water for well, 2 turns, but that's 4 tugs on the bellows. And then we'll put the belladonna in, and then we'll give 2 more tugs on the bellows, and then we'll draw the potion into the phial. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we let that boil, and when the boiling water, when the water stops boiling, I should say, we'll add the belladonna in. It's about to stop. There we go. It stopped. So we add the belladonna in, and we'll give 2 more tugs on the bellows. Okay, and then we get the phial ready, and when it stops boiling, we'll draw the potion. Now, don't ask me how this makes Saviour Schnapps when there's no fermentation process, but anyway, it does. And we can see that we now have 3 Saviour Schnapps, which is great. So we'll do that again. We'll make some more, get the belladonna out, get the nettle out, put the wine in. And the nettle. And our belladonna, we'll grab that. And again, I'll do it separately, but you can do this when the water is boiling after you tug on the bellows 4 times. But I'll just do it now. And you don't have to put it from the mortar into the bowl. You can put it directly from the mortar into the cauldron. So that saves us a step as well. The important thing is that the bellows, you don't muck around with them, so you always have to do it 4 times, and you always have to use 1 handful of nettle, 2 of belladonna with wine as the base. Those are sort of the minimum requirements. But alright, so we'll pull on the bellows. And this is where you could grind your belladonna if you had it ready to go. And then when it finished grinding, which would be about now, and then when this stops boiling, you would pour it in directly from the mortar. That would save you a little bit of time. There we go, put that in. 2 more tugs on the bellows. Grab this phial. And once it stops boiling, we draw the potion. And then we'll have 6 Saviour Schnapps. Which we could sell, they're worth a reasonable amount. But we'll probably use them in due course, so I'll just hang on to them. We reached a new level in alchemy. Excellent. So we should have 6 there. Yes, very good. How are we doing for time? It's just past 11 now, so we can go and... I think that's Nightingale over there, in fact. So we can go and meet him. And we used up a few nettle, so let's pick some more. Replenish our stocks of nettle. And we still have some belladonna left over, so we can use that in future once we get through our Saviour Schnapps. Just washing the trough there. But I think what we'll do is we might just drop... Yeah, we'll just drop a save here. Very good. And yeah, we'll carry on. Alright, let's continue on here. We need to go over to the church to meet up with Nightingale, begin our patrol of the town in service to the bailiff. So let's go ahead and get ourselves fully equipped before we do that. I've got a lovely little bit of armor here that we should definitely wear to make sure we're fully protected when we are out and about in the town dealing with various forms of mischief. So we'll go ahead and equip this padded black coif, followed by the mail collar, then the common bassinet. We'll slot this leather jerkin on top, Then I think we'll put the van braces on, and then the decorated red Waffenrock, and then finally the hunter's gloves. And now we are fully equipped and ready to patrol the town and deal with any scallywags that we might come across. One last thing we'll do is, for the weapons, we'll switch out our short sword Shard and use the bludgeon instead. I figured it would be better to use the club rather than the blade if we do get into any altercations with the townsfolk of Ratai. It would be better to have a non-lethal solution, and it'll do less harm to them and also to our reputation if we bonk them over the head with a club rather than cut them up with a blade. So we'll go with the bludgeon for that reason. But hopefully there won't be any violence. Alright, I think we're ready to go, so let's go ahead and make our way over to the church. Nightingale should be here waiting for us, and we'll... there he is. We'll get going on our patrol. Hello, Nightingale.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Yep, that's me.
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
Well, I want to serve Sir Radzig, but he sent me to the bailiff first.
I wanted to enter the service of Sir Radzig, but he sent me here to learn.
And learn you will. You're lucky, lad. Sir Radzig must like you. Most lords would have just sent you on your way.
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go.
Brilliant. Sounds good.
This is our church, St. Matthew's.
It's a lovely church.
It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord.
I met him. He did seem an odd fellow.
This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The
Definitely.
bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know.
Oh, yes,
he
of
lives by
course.
Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek.
I haven't
This
met
pillory
the
was brand new in
executioner.
autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it.
The swordsmith lives here.
Ah, yeah. I did meet the swordsmith as well.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
Quiet as the grave here.
What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
Alright. What is going on here? These two, the armor smith and Beggar Jane, are having a bit of a fight. Alright, let's deal with this.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
How is she bothering you, master?
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in a square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Do you have to beg right here, Jane?
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
Well, that's fair enough, I suppose. I think you should let her stay, Master Armorer.
I think you ought to leave the poor woman be.
Ha 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 ha.
Why should I?
Well, because I told you to, but really, are you sure everything in your business is in order?
Are you sure everything in your business is in order, Master Armourer?
What are you trying to say?
Just checking whether you're aware of the town ordinance saying the furnace of the forge must be at least 2 ells away from the nearest wooden building.
Of course I know.
So I can go to the rat house for the measure and check it. You know fire hazards are taken very seriously here.
No need. I wouldn't want to put you to any trouble.
Well, you can save me a lot of trouble by ending this little disagreement here reasonably.
All right. I'll let her stay.
Ah, that didn't hurt, did it?
Thank you. Thank you 100-fold.
You're welcome. Just stay clear of trouble in future, understood?
Of course. Thank you.
That wasn't bad, but you'll be in that fool's bad books for a while.
Ah, that's fine. I don't mind being in the armorer's bad books. He'll get over it, I'm sure. In no time at all.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
Interesting. Jan Birdie Yesek. Good dog. Wash ourselves in that trough. So far, a pretty peaceful patrol. More of a tour of the town than a patrol, I think.
This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around. We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day.
Interesting. Wonder if we've met her.
See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard.
Not a good day to be a beggar for this poor fellow.
Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Well, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church.
There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
Taking a little shortcut there. That must be the Trader's Tavern, I guess. A little bit of an off-road trek.
Let's move along to the Inner Bailey.
You were pretty harsh to that beggar. I think he was fine begging there, to be honest. Can see why they wouldn't want to beg at the church, because not this church, but the other church, St. Matthew's, it's so out of the way. Folk wouldn't really go there except for mass.
Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel.
Mm-hmm. Passing through the tavern, I guess.
The Ratte fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad. Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
Oh, very good. It's a nice big tower, that's for sure. And a sensible spot to keep your armory, although it is a little bit away from the main castle. Or the main part of the castle, I should say. Or the inner castle. I guess this whole place is a kind of a town castle. Castle town. Fantastic attention to detail, though.
But I'm reduced to this. I'm from Skalitz and, well, you know.
God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into it.
Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
Alright, let's go find this, oh, there he is. Easy to find. He's in uniform.
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate?
Whoa. That's
Move your
aggressive.
carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out!
Harsh but
Come
fair.
and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink.
Alright. Why not? Yeah, sure. Let's have a drink. I guess we can, now that we've put him back on the job. We can slack off. Shouldn't we be on patrol?
Shouldn't we be on patrol instead of drinking?
You're eager, aren't you? Don't worry. Even watchmen are entitled to a break. Except the ones on the gate and the tower, of course. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Yeah, alright.
Why not?
Can play some Farkle. Won't use that die. So it's not very good.
Bring it on.
Oh, that's a pretty good roll. Yeah, let's score and roll again. May as well, because we get to re-roll everything, so chances are good that we'll get something.
I'm hungry.
Nice.
I'd like a bite to
Alright,
eat.
now we'll we'll score and pass. There we go, we're at 1,000 already. We only need 2,000 to beat him. No, who knows, he could beat us. Looks like he's using a custom die. Ooh, nice, he got a...
We'll see.
Is he gonna go for it? Let's see if he busts. Oh, wow.
Finished.
Okay, he's passed, so we pretty much have to win it on this one, maybe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, that's unfortunate. If we pass, we're only at 1,500, we won't win. We can try roll it again, but we might not. Let's do it. We'll roll it again. We need a 1 or a 5. Ooh, we got a 1. That's lucky. Alright. And we'll roll all of them again now. And hope we have enough to win here. We don't. But that's okay. Let's roll 5 of them again. That's 800. That's not enough. Okay, let's roll. Come on, I just need a 5 or a 1. 2 5s. Oh my god, 900. It's too risky to roll only 2 again. Let's score and pass. If he wins on this, which is eminently achievable, I'll be irked.
I'd like a beer. Here, enjoy it.
Okay, his chances are going down. I don't think he'll get it. We got very lucky with one of those rolls.
I don't
Okay, he
believe it.
busted. Nice. We've got this then. Got this in the bag. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Score and pass.
Corva, why the hell did I...
Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, I guess I'll need to equip that torch, I suppose. And let's go and ring the bell. Yeah, okay. So first I had to pick up my kit at the armory. The guard in the armory was a bit unpleasant, but in the end I got what I needed. A helmet, gambeson, and club. Not much, but surely enough for dealing with a few drunks and beggars. During the patrol we came upon a matter that needed settling. A beggar woman was quarrelling with the armourer in front of his shop. He was trying to get rid of her because begging is bad for his business. But she wanted to stay because it was a good place for alms. I took the poor beggar woman's side. The town is full of refugees who have nothing to eat. They have to get alms somewhere. So the beggar stayed, but the armourer wasn't too happy with me. The patrol didn't take that long. Rattay isn't all that big, after all. We finished our rounds in the tavern over a tankard of ale. I must say, the job of watchman isn't that bad. In Rattay, the end of the day is announced by ringing the bell that hangs at the rat house. Today, the job fell to me. Alright, well, let's get down there and go and ring it.
Don't leave a poor woman to starve.
There's a few people walking around with, like, lanterns, torches. Very cool. This game looks great at night. Excellent lighting. Hey, it's Sir Hanush. I'm doing a good job, aren't I, Sir Hanush? Off to ring the bell. Said it was down near the rat house, right? Pretty sure that's what he said. What time is it anyway? Something in my throat. Well, I can't check what time it is, because I've got no time to lose. There's the bell. Is the bailiff going to ring it? Hello, bailiff.
God be with you.
And with you. I'm just here to ring the bell and close up for the day. Alright, and we'll head to the Trader's Tavern by the Market Square, which I believe is the inn sort of in the middle of town. Not the one up near the gate. This should just be up here to the right, I think. Past... ooh, something in my throat. Past Wolfram Pruder's house.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we can see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What, is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
Ooh. Pretty weak right hook there. Mr. Capon? I guess he is drunk out of his mind, though. Alright, well, let's beat the crap out of him.
Jesus Christ!
That'll show him.
There we go, got one strike on him.
That's something to remember, you
Okay, got another one.
That'll teach you how to talk to your men.
So far he hasn't got a blow on me, but don't want to jinx it. It's the quick jabs. They work the best. Oh, I guess we won. Kind of.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Well, answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, You will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting? Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
Well, we're pretty lucky that we didn't get strung up or thrown into the stockades for that. Because, yeah, as a peasant, taking our hand to a noble is really not on. But alright, where are we at with what we've got to do? So we finished keeping the peace, which I was glad to do as it also meant the end of my duty. The last thing that had to be done was to see that the taverns closed at the appointed hour. I had to deal with the Traders' Tavern by the square, which didn't go entirely smoothly in the end, since young Lord Capon was celebrating boisterously in the alehouse and was in no mood to stop. Of course he wouldn't heed me, since he is in fact the Lord of Ratai, or at least he will be when he comes of age, which is something I reminded him about. A bit insolent, I know, but he insulted me, the bailiff, and even Sir Hanush. Anyway, he took exception to the way I spoke to him and started a fight, which was fortunately interrupted by Sir Hanush. To punish both of us, he took me off sentry duty and assigned me to Sir Hans as his page. I'm supposed to go hunting with him in the next few days. Tomorrow, I believe, I'm to meet Sir Hans Capon in the morning in the courtyard of Ratai Upper Castle. In the course of my training, I had the honour of making the acquaintance of Sir Hans Capon, and we didn't get off to a very good start. We ended up brawling in the tavern. Sir Hanush is punishing both of us by sending us hunting together. It was clear that neither one of us was looking forward to the expedition. So yeah, I'll have to meet him in the upper castle, which is this one over here. But that's in the morning. It is now late in the evening. We've still got a decent amount of energy and nourishment, but we should go back home. I suppose we need to equip a torch as well. We'll go back to the mill and sleep until morning.
How did you come to be there?
I was there myself at daybreak, bringing a couple of goats that German merchant wanted to buy from me. On the way back, I said to myself I'd go through the woods and pick some mushrooms.
Are they growing already?
Oh, aye. We've had rain enough lately. I found a few dozen milk caps and chanterelles. So, there I was in the thicket, picking as I went. When all at once I heard a horse whinnying, then men muttering and the clanking of armor and weapons. I near died of fright.
Oh my God!
They went right by me, near as you are to me now. I whispered one Hail Mary after another that they wouldn't spot me. There was an awful lot of them, hundreds. On and on they went, an endless procession. I was frozen to the spot, couldn't run to save my life if I had to. I didn't dare move a muscle till they were long gone, and then I heard all the screaming. I went to the edge of the trees and...
They were attacking.
I only saw the start of it. Terrible it was. Then I ran into the thick of the woods as fast as my feet would carry me. I prayed to God they wouldn't see me.
The saints must have watched over you.
The Lord be praised. Such a terrible thing. Them poor Skalitz folk. I haven't been able to sleep nights since it happened.
They're with God now.
You're very lucky to be alive.
What do you want from me now?
I guess nothing.
Bye.
Have a safe evening. Alright, let's head home. Everyone looks like they're on their way home. Is that Sir Hanush? It is. Sorry about before, Sir Hanush. But Sir Hans was asking for it. Still, shouldn't have brawled with a nobleman. not becoming to stoop to his level. Anyway, let's head home, back to the mill. We also picked up a quest for Teresa, courtship. Teresa, Miller Peshek's niece, is a good friend of mine from Skalitz. I've known her since we were children, and we've been through a lot together. I haven't spoken to Teresa for ages. I should stop by and see her. She's got a lot of work at the mill, though, and only has time before noon. Okay, so go and see her before noon. Well, I won't be able to do that tomorrow, because I have to go hunting with Sir Hans. But maybe the day after we can visit Teresa. And spend a bit of time with her, probably thank her for saving our bacon. Oh, it's a nice night. Clear skies. Crisp, cool air. Not too cold, not too hot. No clouds and rain, at least. Alright. Almost back to the mill. We'll wash up before we head inside, and then we'll take off all our armor. Jump into bed for a full night of rest. We'll make sure we get up nice and early so that we can go and meet up with Sir Hans. Here we are. It looks like Teresa's still out. I think it's time for bed though, Teresa. And Miller's there too.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the Ratte tourney?
No, not at the moment. Alright, so we washed up. Let's unequip that torch. We'll take our armor off now, I think. Okay. That's fine, we'll leave those clothes on. And, we'll go to bed, I guess. But let's put the bludgeon in our chest here. We won't need that. We'll put this extra torch in there as well. Everything else I think we're pretty good to hang on to. Yeah, I think that's all good. Okay. And we'll equip our short sword again, otherwise I'll forget. Alright, I think we're good. Let's go to sleep. So, how long do we want to sleep? I guess we will sleep. I guess we'll sleep until 5:30 in the morning. We can buy some food in town on our way in. But that'll save our game as well. Which is excellent. Alright, well, we might leave it there. As always, thank you very much for joining me. We'll catch you in the next episode where we'll continue our journey as Henry of Skalitz. We'll go meet up with Sir Hans Capon and join him on his little hunting expedition, and we'll see what happens. Alright, take care, and see you next time.